Hello and welcome to the Library Show. I'm Mike Kletzley, and today we have a wonderful show lined up for you. We're going to be talking about a new enterprise called Peer Voices. We're also checking out the library's 3D resin printer. It's a new item to us. And later in the show, we're going to have a slideshow of all the memorable events from the library's past year. Up first today, though, my co-host Holly and I are going to discuss the Peer Voices program. Holly, give us an idea of what this is about and what age group we're aiming at.
Well, Mike, we're establishing Peer Voices for groups in junior high and high school. I would describe it as a special group or club that are going to meet twice a month to discuss things that are, really important to teens, or what's important to them and to their peers. Basically things that can help them become self-sufficient adults. Because as we all know, we don't have our parents with us all the time. They can't follow us to college as much as some of them want to.
Right.
But they're going to have to learn that, the world is scary sometimes, and there's some things that you have to know. So we want them to be able to bring to us questions or concerns that they have for themselves, or even questions and concerns they have for their peers. We're hoping that they'll spread the word and that we'll get a good representation from all the grade levels, 7th through 12th. And to accomplish that, we plan to offer them a unique opportunity to learn the practical skills and lessons that they need and to further life.
So not only will we be sharing things from our perspective, but letting them steer some of the conversations and things that they want to know about and what their peers might want to know about.
Right, absolutely. Okay. They won't, that's not just us, because there's going to be three of us, the adult facilitators. It's the two of us and then our juvenile services coordinator, Rachel Schlein. And they'll be able to discuss with themselves. They'll get to know each other and, talk about things that are important with them. And with the three are facilitators, which is us, we all are different ages. We have different life experiences. So it'll bring a unique focus to the group.
That's neat. Now, I know that there are some classes that kids take in school to answer some of these, but you're thinking that the environment that we're going to provide will allow them to come at them from a different angle.
Right.
Okay.
It'll just be a little bit of a different atmosphere, maybe a more personal atmosphere with friends. And, we're not exactly teachers, we're not their parents, just kind of a different feel for them.
So kind of a relaxed, free-flowing, almost ad hoc environment.
Right.
Let them talk about what they'd like to talk about.
Right, absolutely.
That's wonderful.
I know on the practical side, we're prepared to talk about teen jobs, financial stability, people skills, public speaking, and anything that the kids can come up with that they want to know about. We're ready to write it in and do a class or anything about it. So
that's on the practical side, and maybe on the interior side, we're ready to talk about anxiety or healthy relationships, balancing home, school, and life, making sure that they have time as kids to be kids, but also as they're becoming adults to become adults. Right.
Time management is huge, and as we know, there's a lot of media, social media. How do you navigate that in life? That's stuff that a lot of us didn't deal with when we were younger.
Right.
There's a huge element there that as we go, we're learning more and more about what it does, what is the positives, the negatives, things of that sort. So,
well, that's great. Now we're going to debut this on January 6th at 5:30, and that'll be down in the conference room of the Tech Center.
Right.
So the kids can come straight down there, and no worries if they can't make that particular meeting, because it's pretty much come as you can.
Right. Yes, our first Peer Voices will begin January 6th at 5:30, and like you said, that's going to be in the conference room in the Tech Center downstairs. And the next one will be on January 27th and so on from there. And if you missed the first one or you missed the second one, that's fine. Just go on, you can go on our website at LebanonLibrary.org to sign up and just jump in whenever you'd like and, jump in the group.
Right.
And we have just a few of the proposed topics, but this is a group for the kids, and they are going to be bringing their ideas. It's not just, something that we're going to have streamlined already for them. It's going to be their group or their club to work with.
Right, and that's a beautiful part, because it allows them to feel the flexibility of not having a scripted class to go to, like school.
Right, and just not being taught at, so to speak.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in and helping us flesh this out. It looks like an exciting program.
I think it's going to be great.
Good. Well, thank you. And up next, we'll talk to Robb White about the Tech Center's new resin 3D printer.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book can be the first little thing that helps to change a life. Book people unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it. My support team never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew who I could become as a person. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back. I'm joined now by our Tech Center supervisor, Robb White, who's going to display something brand new to the Tech Center. What'd you bring, Robb?
Thanks, Mike. This is a resin 3D printer. Now, we've just got this about a month ago, and unlike the other printers that use filament, this uses a resin, a poly resin that's sensitive to UV light.
Wow.
It's just, it's been out, the technology's been out for quite some time now. But what happens is you fill the vat with resin, and it's a poly resin that's sensitive to UV light.
Okay.
And what happens is you see how the glass here is colored, and obviously that blocks the UV lights. So this resin, this black portion here, is filled halfway up with the resin.
Right.
And the build plate, which you see here inside of it, set that down there. This is the build plate. This build plate lowers down into the vat of resin. So what happens is that there's UV lights underneath this, and whatever the computer controller tells which light to light, it'll systematically light the area that needs to be hardened. So what it does is it basically builds it upside down like that. This is actually the first print that I printed with it. This is a chess piece, a queen, but I just enlarged it with the software that we use.
Wow. So you're saying it builds it upside down as opposed to the old printers?
Yes. Now, if you remember, the 3D printers with the filament builds it from the build plate up, and what it does, 3D printers build by putting layer by layer on until it's finished. This starts there and just dips it down like a candle.
Yeah.
Kind of like, and each time it goes down, the UV light hits it, it comes back up, cures for 5 seconds, then comes back down. It's pretty interesting.
That is pretty neat. And if I'm not mistaken, the detail level is higher on these.
It's amazing. With this type of printer, we can do very detailed printing, objects that we weren't able to print before. This is a globe here, and it's got a tree inside of it, if you can see that.
Yeah.
And with the 3D printers, it had been very difficult to print this because you have to have support structures on it and places for it to build. But with the resin printer, it's all right there.
So the quality is much higher.
Much higher quality. It's going to take us a little time to get used to it. We have a few little bugs to work out with it. It's quite a bit more expensive than the filament, the 3D filament. It's about $30 for a liter, and then like the filament is, $19.95 with 2.5 pounds of the. I always call it the weed eater filament.
Yeah. So we're not quite ready for patron use yet, but we're moving toward that?
We are, and we will have this highlighted in our hour of code, December the 9th, and it's going to be 5:30 to 7:30, and we will have the conference room will be all tech, will be all 3D printing.
Gotcha.
We'll showcase the software that runs it, and the printers as well. We'll have all 3 printers up and running there.
Well, that'll be great. Tell us again the date and time for that.
It's going to be December 9th from 5:30 to 7:30, and it's on a Monday night.
Okay.
And that is a worldwide initiative to teach individuals coding and programming. So we'll have anything from toddlers, preschool kids, things for them to do,
Wow.
to adults, and they can go on our computers and learn how to code and program, to the 3D printers, the Raspberry Pis. We can show everyone how to just basically code, how a computer works, and all the languages that they use to make things work, like the printer here.
Well, that's great. So that'll be all ages.
All ages, yep.
And did you say upstairs or in the tech center?
Preschool to adults, and it's going to be downstairs in the technology center.
Okay.
Just a reminder, we closed the downstairs area at 4 o'clock that day in order to get ready for it. To get set up, we switch all of the computers to the coding instructions and programs, and it's actually a really good time. We've had about 50 or 60 down there, and that's a lot for downstairs in the basement. And it'll be in the story time for the younger kids, and then in the tech center we'll have more advanced programs for them to do.
That sounds like a great chance to learn and to see the 3D printer again.
Yeah, this is the type of printer that they use in order to make your crowns at the dentist. Obviously,
really?
Yeah, we can't. Obviously, we can't make your crowns and
right.
stuff, but it's different material. It's medical grade material and stuff. But yeah, this is that fine of detail with the printing. I mean, just the intricacies that we couldn't achieve with the filament is this. This is kind of like the next up and coming type printers, and there's not a few people have them, but people come in and they've never seen them before.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty neat to watch it build.
Yeah. So Lebanon Library's cutting edge on this.
We're trying to stay ahead of everything, and look at new opportunities, and this gives the community an opportunity to see these innovations and these technologies that are going to be they are in the workforce,
yeah.
and they're going to be using these types of products and stuff. And the problem is with the 3D printers, filament and the resin, is that they're not very fast. These took between 7 and 9 hours to print.
Did they really?
Yes, it's not very fast.
Right.
But this type of technology is being used, in the aircraft industry, aerospace, medical. I'm working on, actually now, I've got part of it. I got the fingers printed, but I'm printing a prosthetic with this one. So I've got the fingers all printed, and I've got the back of the hand printed, and then I'll start printing like the bolts and the pins that go together, and then
that'll be neat.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I'll buy you can actually buy a hardware kit for it, for the tendons and stuff, and it's based on your elbow. So if you move your elbow in, the hands close. When you open it up, it goes like that. And it's a nonprofit organization, and so basically we can print a prosthetic, $25,
Really?
$30. Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful.
Yep. But we're working on that. That's been a goal of mine for a couple of years now. When I first saw the program, I thought, man, I want to print one of these things.
Yeah.
And so now we're working on that, and this allows me to build my skills, and then other people in the community come in, and it's amazing. The engineers and everybody that would come in and say, "Oh, I can help you with this," and it's pretty neat. We have some excellent patrons.
That's neat. So we're definitely not behind the times at all.
No, we get calls from high schools, other libraries, inquiring about our technology center and how it's running, and and that goes to our credit to our director, who her philosophy, Julie, is dream it and do it.
Yeah.
And she stands behind that 100%.
That's good. Well, this is a very beautiful instrument. Thanks for showing it to us today.
Thanks for having me
sharing
in, and make sure everybody comes by and comes and just stop in any time at the Technology Center. We have a lot of other resources as well. Online ebooks, audiobooks, databases, learning centers. If you want to take a language, we have all that, and it's free.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yep, so stop in and see us. So. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you for having us, or for coming on board. Next, we'll talk to Holly, who will take us through this past year's events at the library.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Your hometown source, the Lebanon Channel, is now on YouTube.
I know how fortunate I am.
Just search City of Lebanon, Ohio to connect with everything that's happening right here.
And that's going to be an exciting part about this walking tour.
Subscribe to receive exclusive local content available only on the Lebanon Channel.
Wow, Neil Armstrong's coming to my launch. I was so excited about that.
That's the City of Lebanon, Ohio, now on YouTube.
That's what makes this Lebanon, Ohio a great place to live.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, I'm Holly Browning, and I'm really excited to show you this slideshow that we have of the best moments of the Lebanon Public Library from fall of 2018 to fall of 2019. And I know I speak on behalf of everyone at the library that we've had a wonderful year full of great highlights, professional enrichments, and a lot of fun. Including our Apollo 50th anniversary event, our wonderful summer reading program, and all the programs that they have for adults and kids. We hope you enjoy. Welcome back. I'm here with some of the events for December 2019 at the Lebanon Public Library. And remember, you can sign up for any of these events at lebanonlibrary.org, or you can call us at 932-2665. On Monday, December 2nd, we have the Candy Cane Hunt at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. On Tuesday, December 3rd, we have Girls Who Code, 3rd through 5th grade at 5 p.m. Wednesday, December the 4th, we're making salt dough ornaments at 4 p.m. Saturday the 7th, we have the mock ACT test at 9:30 a.m., followed by the Grinch movie with a craft at 1 p.m. On Monday, December the 9th, we have Pictures with Santa at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., and also our Hour of Code at 5:30 p.m. On Tuesday, December 10th, we have Create for a Cause, Make a Teddy Bear at 6 p.m. Wednesday, December 11th, we have the Hot Chocolate Bar at 4 p.m. Saturday, December 14th is our holiday party at 1 p.m. Tuesday, December 17th, we have Homework Club at 4 p.m. Also, gift wrapping class at 6 p.m. and Rocketry Club at 6:45 p.m. On Wednesday, December 18th, we have reindeer food at 4 p.m. Thursday the 19th is Polar Express Night, 5 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. On Friday, December 20th, we have Game Day Friday, and that's at 3:30 p.m. On Saturday, December 21st, we have the Elf movie with craft at 1 p.m. On Monday, December the 23rd, we have holiday story time and craft at 11 a.m. Make your own no-bake cinnamon rolls at 2 p.m. and the button-making Christmas class at 6 p.m. Just a reminder, the library will be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We will reopen on Thursday, December the 26th. And on Monday, December 30th, we have Family Trivia Night at 5 p.m. And those are some of the events happening December of 2019. And on behalf of the Lebanon Public Library, I want to thank everybody for a wonderful year and wish you all the happiest of holiday seasons. And we will see you back in 2020. Thank you.